guys, it's Shelly. I am here today with my week 28 post-op LapBand update. Sorry, the glare is so bad. So, let's see. I will start off by saying that this, like I said, is my 28-week post-op LapBand. I had LapBand surgery on December 27th of 2012 at Palms of Pasadena Hospital with Dr. Kevin Huguet. I started out at 282.3 pounds. Last week I was 194.6, and today I am last week I was 194.2. This week I'm 192.6. So that's a 1.6 pound loss from last Wednesday. I am 5'6" tall. For a long time, I always thought I was 5'5", but I'm actually 5'6". So, I guess also I'll start off by talking about my July to August operation, 180 pounds. Which goes Monday to Monday, which is not the same as my Wednesday to Wednesday updates. So I apologize for that. It's a little confusing for me, so I'm sure that it's confusing for you guys. So on Monday, my first week ended. I lost 2.2 pounds. My goal was 2.5, so I just missed that. I also did not take my vitamins every day. And I went over my calorie count one day, really bad with the McDonald's incident, which I made a video about. So overall for that week, I lost 2.2, and I'm very happy with that because I did keep with my 10 hours of exercise for the week, and I am on track to be above 10 for next week. So I will start with my regular update now. I'll tell you what my exercise was. So last Thursday, I took my rest day for the week. Friday, I canceled with my trainer because I woke up and my legs were so freaking sore from doing the ballet bar class that I did last Wednesday. I could not function 2 days later, so I canceled with my trainer in the morning, and then at night I went to Zumba. Saturday morning I got up and I did a 3-hour in a row block of Zumba, family yoga, and then spin. I went from 9 to 12, and I did those 3 things on Saturday morning. On Saturday was also the day I ate the McDonald's. And then on Sunday, I got up and I kicked that McDonald's ass at the gym doing Couch to 5K when I ran for 30 minutes straight. And then Monday, I thought I had an appointment with my trainer because she had texted me saying something like, "See you Monday." And I showed up and there was somebody else working out with her. And so after they were done, I went on the treadmill and I walked for 30 minutes while she was training with the person. And then I went up to her and I was like, "Hey, do we have an appointment today or no?" And she was like, "Oh, no. She's going out of town this week." And so I think what happened is I got scheduled with one of the other trainers. And one of them thought that they had scheduled and the other one thought the other person had scheduled me for Monday. So Monday I did not see my trainer, but I went to spin in the afternoon for an hour. And then I went to Zumba for an hour, and then I went to restorative yoga at night with David for, I think, an hour and 20 minutes. Or something like that. So that was Monday. Tuesday was yesterday. Yesterday, I got a fill. Last time I went to my doctor, I got a slight unfill. Take it back 2 times. Last time I went to the doctor, I got my first fill with my new doctor's office, which I now see Dr. Robin Aki with Sunquist Bariatrics. the first fill at their office, I was brought up to 7.2 cc's in my band. I had it for a week and a half, and I decided that I was way too tight. I was getting stuck a lot. I was gravitating towards slider foods and unhealthy foods, and I was miserable, so I got an unfill. She took out 0.6, so then I was at 6.6. I went on my cruise. I ate all the McDonald's, whatever stuff that I did that day, and I was like, I had an appointment for next week to get a fill, and I was like, I need a fill now. I need to go get it now. So I made an appointment, and they like squeezed me in at one of the other offices, and I got in, and she said, okay, well, you know, a lot of times we'll take some fluid out, and even when we put the same amount back in, it'll be completely different for you than the first time you had it. And so I was like, okay, you know, whatever. So she put the 0.6 of a cc back in, and I drank nothing. So she put a little bit more back in, a little bit more in. I drank. It was fine, you know. It did sit for a second, but it went down and felt fine. And then she put a little bit more in, and I was like, it's chilling, like right here, like you know, that's probably too much. And so she took 0.1 out, and so I got a 0.9 cc fill. I now have 7.5 cc's in my 10 cc Allergan LapBand. Yesterday I was on liquids, and today I started pureed foods. Tomorrow I'm back on solid foods. One thing that was a little different about this fill is every other fill that I've gotten, I haven't really been hungry for a couple of days after it. Even when I got, like, before, when I didn't even have 5 cc's in my band yet. And, sorry, this time, I think it also might have to do with the fact that usually I'll schedule my fills for 3 o'clock or later, just because that's usually what works for me. But this time I had a 9:30 a.m. appointment because I was taking whatever appointment I could get. And so I went from, I ate a Quest bar for breakfast, and then I went and got my fill, and I had to last the whole day on liquids, where usually I will just have to do like that night and then part of the next day. Well, I had to do all of this day, and so that was like a little harder for me, but I was hungry all day. That's what was different. I'm usually not hungry after my fill. I was hungry all day, but I did my liquids. Oh, sorry, there's like crazy lightning outside. I did my protein shakes. I did chicken broth with lemon juice and garlic. That's like so delicious. I ate that for dinner last night. And then this morning, I did pureed. I made the sweet potato with black beans and garbanzo beans, the Indian masala, tiki masala. I made that for like my pureed foods, and so I ate that all day today. For breakfast, I had protein shake with, I got through a triple shot espresso over ice from Starbucks, and then I poured my vanilla protein shake in it, and then it was like delicious, and I ate that for breakfast. For lunch, I had the sweet potato bean thing, and then I also had it for dinner. And then right now, I'm drinking tea, iced tea. I made a big thing of it, but it's Tazo green tea, but it's green peach, and it's so delicious. I just bought a box of the tea bags, and I just made a pitcher of it to make, you know, iced tea, whatever. I put a little bit of Truvia in it, and it's super delicious, so cheers to that. So Tuesday was yesterday. I got my fill. I did not work out. I took that as my rest day. I don't like to work out when I'm on liquids only, because I'm afraid that I'm going to like get really tired and pass out. So today is Wednesday. I woke up and I saw my trainer. Well, actually, I saw a different trainer than mine because she's on vacation, and I had a really good workout with him. He was really nice. I'm always usually skeptical about working out with male trainers, but he was really nice, and he seemed very similar to my trainer, whereas like they had similar workout methodology or whatever, so that was good. And then tonight I went to ballet bar, that class again. My mom and my sister went with me, so that was cool. And I don't know if I showed you guys last week what kind of workout it is, but today I'm going to show you. My legs are going to kill me tomorrow. So, granted, I have never in my life taken a ballet class, not even as a child, and so these are very, I don't know what you would say, like amateur moves, you know, for the class. So like you have the bar that's next to you or whatever, and so I'll turn this way, and like so parts of it, you know, you're like doing like ballet things, and then you have to like bring your leg up like this, and then I don't know if you can see. So you hold on to the bar. Well, not like hold on, but you rest your arm on it, and then you put your leg like out like this or out like this for different parts of it, and you just like pulse your leg, and then you like push it, and you do that like once out here. Oh, I'm sorry. So you do it like out here, you pulse it 8 times, and then you push it, and then you do it out to the side, and you pulse it, and then you push it, and then out to the back, and you pulse it, and you just like keep doing that. And there's different ones, and it's just like a crazy leg workout, but it's so good. Like, and there's part of it tonight where we're doing some stuff on the floor, but you're like lifting your pelvis, and I could just feel like right here, like my legs are, I mean, I still have a lot of fat on my legs, but my legs are like decently solid. Like you can see when, well, I guess I can't really pull these up, but like when I flex my legs, I have a lot of muscle on the outside, but I really lack muscle right here, like on my lower butt, and on the back of my thighs. Today when we were doing some of the workouts where you're like lifting your pelvis off the floor, I could just feel that area like burning, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna build me a booty, one ballet bar class at a time. So and even though like it's not like a cardio class, like you're not like jumping up around and stuff, because you're working your legs, which are like the largest muscles on most people's bodies, your blood gets pumping and your heart rate does get up, and you will get sweaty. You know, not like dripping sweat like you would at the gym, you know, but you definitely do get sweaty. And so if you guys like don't have access to a place that has classes for that, I would Google it or look it up on YouTube, because you don't need a bar, the ballet bar. When we run out of space on the bar, they just pull over a chair. And so it's something you can do with a chair at home. You just rest your arms on the chair and do your legs or whatever, just like whatever the video is. So I would look that up on YouTube, because I bet they have a lot of those workouts that you could do with a chair. You don't even need weights or anything. You just need a chair. So that was good. Also, some stuff that I wanted to talk about was, I was wondering if whether it be your friends or your significant other or your parents or whatever, how does this play into your LapBand experience? I know a lot of you know that like when I first wanted to have LapBand, my mom was very upset and scared. Obviously she came around before I had my surgery, and she's very supportive of me now. And something that I noticed that she does a lot is if we're out somewhere with a stranger, or a stranger asks something about me losing weight, or I think what happened over the weekend was we were getting our nails done, and my sister said to the nail girl that I had lost, you know, however many pounds. Oh, which, by the way, I've officially lost 90 pounds. I've lost 91 pounds almost, so that's really exciting. But my sister was saying, oh, she's lost however much weight. And the girl's like, oh, what did you do? And I said, well, I had LapBand surgery. And that's usually what I say to people I don't know, because I don't really feel like explaining everything. So I was like, oh, I had LapBand surgery in December. And immediately my mom's like, yeah, and she works really hard. She works out all the time, and she eats really good. And so she works really hard. So she had surgery, but she works really hard. And that's not the first time she's ever done that. And I've also noticed, like, David's mom, she's done that before when I went to that fitness class with her. You know, like I said, I had LapBand surgery, and she's like, yeah, but she also does this, and, you know, she works really hard. And so I think it feels good to know that, like, obviously the people who are closest to me in my life, like, they do see all the work that I'm doing, and they want people to know, too. They don't, I guess they feel like I'm selling myself short when I say, oh, it's just because I had LapBand surgery. To me, if I hadn't had LapBand surgery, like, none of this probably would be happening. So, like, LapBand is at the base of all of it, regardless of extra things that I'm doing. but it still, I guess, feels nice to know that, I don't know, that they want to, not necessarily come to my defense because nobody's attacking me, but they want to make sure people know, like, that I'm doing it too. That I'm working really hard to get there too, that I'm not just relying on my LapBand, which, I know I work out a lot, and I know that it's kind of insane, and so not to say that if you're not working out as much as me that you're relying on your LapBand, that's not at all what I'm trying to say. I think it's just nice that my family recognizes and affirms my my progress. So, another thing is that something that happened when I went to the doctor's office. So the last couple times I saw the new doctor, when the nurse took my blood pressure, she was like, "Do you usually have low blood pressure?" And I said, "I don't know." Like, I don't ever know what my blood pressure is. I remember before I had my surgery being told that, like, my blood pressure was a little high, but other than that, my entire life, like, I never was aware of my blood pressure. So, last time I went there, she said that, like, "Do you usually have low blood pressure?" And then this time again, she said it again. And I said, "Well, I know that you asked me last time if I had low blood pressure typically." And she said that what she got, like, doing it manually, was 92/68. And that was at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I had not worked out yet that day. And then I said, "Well, why don't you look at my chart to see what my first surgeon's office has documented?" She said that they had written in their file 164/96, and she was like, "Whoa." She's like, "That's high." She's like, "That's like get on blood pressure medication high." And so I was like, well, you know, they never did it like manually. Like, they had a electronic cuff that they would put on my hand. I was like, so maybe it wasn't super accurate. But if that is accurate, and if the one that she's doing is accurate, like, holy shit, like, the difference between that. So 164/96 compared to 92/68, or 92/68, like, that's insane. And then today I went to Publix because I was really curious. Oh, I was at Publix shopping for groceries, but I sat down on their little, their little machine, their blood pressure machine. And their blood pressure machine said that I was 116/80 with a pulse of 74. And so I assume I'm somewhere in the middle of all of those numbers. So, either way, my blood pressure has gone down. I never knew that I had high blood pressure to begin with before, but it's lower. So, I think that that's good. I'm not exactly sure if there's anything else I have to talk about. The other thing that I wanted to ask is, so the first thing was, like, people, like, coming to your support or to your defense about how hard you're working along with your weight loss surgery. And the other thing is, like, people just, like, randomly buy you clothes now. Like, my mom did that the other day. We went to Zumba on Monday, and she was like, "Oh, come out to the car when we're done. I bought some dresses for you." And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah, I was at Ross or Marshall's or wherever," and she was like, "I just saw these dresses, and they look like you would love them, and so I bought them." And she was like, "I don't want you to pay me back for them." And, obviously, like, my mom used to buy all of my clothes. Now that I'm adult, like, she doesn't really usually buy me stuff if it's not, like, a holiday or whatever. So that was really interesting. And obviously, again, it makes me happy that, like, that my weight loss, like, makes her happy and that she's proud of me, so she wants to do things like that for me. So, yeah. Also, I just wonder if that's anything that you guys experience too. I don't know. I'm very lucky to have my family, to be so supportive and so encouraging and so excited for me, because I know I'm excited for me, and it means a lot that other people are as well. So, I hope that you guys had a great week. I don't really have anything else to say. So, I will see you guys next week, and I will be updating for my Operation 180 Pounds on my Instagram on Mondays. So if you want to look at that separate from my weekly updates. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Oh, just kidding. Body shot. Sorry. I feel like I haven't made a video in a long time. I know that's not true, but, alright. So, I don't know. Sorry, the lighting is, like, so bad in here. So, you can see, like, I have this line here of, like, where my body wants to begin, and then, like, where the fat just, like, keeps going. So, I have, to me, I mean, I can see it. I don't know if you guys can see it. Like, a pretty definite line where I kind of, like, I can feel like that I have muscles, and then it's just, like, the fat on the front. So, I just got to get rid of this fat on the front. My jello belly. This is really unflattering light. Holy crap. Also, like, I look, like, a gajillion times better in my clothes than I do without my clothes. Obviously, I always feel like I look skinnier in my clothes than I do when I take my clothes off. And here are my arms flexed. And then here are my arms jiggly. Alright, that's all. I'll see you later.